closing down your eyes, relaxing your shoulders. And allowing that breath to flow through your body. Just your natural breath for a moment. As you breathe, invite that breath to be more present in your belly. So you can feel that area around your navel. It's as if you're inflating it with your breath. And as you let that breath go, feeling your navel draw in. Inviting that breath to start to warm you up a little bit. And having our intention today to just connect to that sweetness of effort, that kind of honey sweetness of feeling that effort in your belly, generating that little bit of heat, and inviting that intention to bow to your own inner divine, to feel that inner essence, that heat inside your body, just waking up and inviting that inner essence to give you strength, to power you through. We're going to have an Om Namah Shivaya mantra, so we're going to say it 5 times today. So you're feeling free to join in or just say it in your head or listening, having a breath to prepare. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Having one Om together. Allowing your eyes to stay softly closed, feeling that connection to your belly, that connection as you breathe out, feeling your belly button draw in towards your spine. Staying here in this state with your eyes closed, making the choice whether to stay cross-legged or move into a kneeling down position, to cat-cow from a kneeling down or a cross-legged position. You know the position of your knees, what feels more comfortable. Releasing your hands. And then flowing with your breath, inhaling, feeling that breath lift up through your chest, dropping your shoulder blades down. And as you breathe out, drawing your belly in, softening in your ribs, rounding a little bit. Inhaling, feeling that length in your spine, feeling that slight cow back as you arch. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling. We're going to have 3 more. Feeling that movement in your body. Concentrating on that core center. So as you breathe out, feeling your belly button really draw in, your ribs softening, feeling that rounding of your back. Last one. And in whichever way you'd like to move on to your hands and knees. If you're on all fours, if you're on cross-legged, walking forwards, if you're kneeling down, Coming onto your hands and knees, collecting that firm foundation, having those heels of your hands underneath your shoulders, and having that connection to your core, so having a breath in. As you breathe out, really feeling your tailbone tuck under, your belly button coming in, your back rounding, chin going in, inhaling, allowing your belly to soften, heart to move forwards, shoulder blades drawing in, breathing out, feeling that movement from your navel, so you're drawing it in, and then finding your way into a neutral position. Going to extend your right leg back, so you've got a straight right leg, tucking your right toes. So we're still in that same position, but right toes connected to the floor. Okay, and same cat-cow movement, okay, just for 3. Start breathing out, rounding, and then inhaling, feeling your belly drop down, heart moving forwards, and keep pressing in to those toes, pushing your heel back, sending your heart forwards, breathing out, tailbone tucking under, feeling that connection to your core, inhaling, belly dropping, heart moving forwards, exhaling, rounding. Just one more, finding that connection to your belly. And then coming to a neutral position, that leg still staying in the same place. And we're going to move your left shin out slightly so you can balance, reaching your right arm up. Awesome, bringing that right leg up. So find your balance here. As you breathe out, we're going to hug your knee in. So as if you're doing a cat back. Actually reach for your knee. Maybe bring your knee towards your nose. And then inhale, move it out to extend. So you come into that neutral position. And as you exhale, reaching behind you, like Shavasana, so like sugarcane pose, bend your right knee, reach it behind you. So you're taking your hand behind your back. Inhaling, come back out to neutral, extending that leg out. And exhaling, hug your knee in towards your chest, so slow, like we're moving through honey, squeezing, knee towards your nose. Inhaling, reaching out. Exhaling, behind, reaching for that foot. Keeping that core engaged, so feeling your belly button drawing towards your spine. Inhaling, extending it out. Okay, one more like this. Exhaling as if you're moving through honey, nice and slow. Inhaling, extending out. Exhaling behind you into that Shavasana position. And then coming back to neutral, reaching that right leg out. Keeping the right leg extended, but bringing both hands back to the floor, squaring off a little bit. Keeping the right leg up and breathing in. As you breathe out, bend your elbows as if we're coming into Chaturanga, extending that right leg up, and then push back up, straight arms. One, awesome guys, core engaged, keeping everything as if it's sucking into the middle line, exhaling, lower. Inhaling, push back up. Awesome, last one, exhaling, lower. Inhaling, push back up. And releasing, both knees down. Inhaling a neutral cat-cow, lifting through your chest, looking up. Exhaling to round. Inhaling, coming back to a neutral position and take your left leg out. Left toes connecting to the floor behind you. Squaring off your hips, pressing through your hands. Okay, 3 cat-cows. Breathing in, lifting through your heart, and push through that back heel. So you're really stretching out that left leg. Breathing out to round, feeling that connection to your core. Inhaling. So just slowly moving through it so you can feel all your vertebrae move. Awesome, lovely guys. Exhaling. One more inhaling. Exhaling. Finding that position in neutral. Steadying with your hands, drawing your belly in, and we're going to extend your left leg up. Just going to turn around. Left leg up. Maybe altering your right shin if you need to for a little bit more support so it can go back behind you. So checking out that heel of your hand is underneath your shoulder, having a breath in. Imagine you're moving through honey, so slowly breathing out, drawing that knee towards your nose. Inhaling, extending to a neutral position. Exhaling, reaching behind your back for that Shavasana pose. Lift through your heart. Inhaling, back to neutral. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling, extending out. Exhaling, reaching for that foot behind. Really open out through your hip, open out through your chest. Inhaling, last one, extending to neutral. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling, extend it out. Exhaling, reaching behind. Awesome guys, inhaling, coming back to that neutral place and keeping your left leg up but coming on to both hands. Awesome. Preparing for 3, coming down, breathing out, inhaling, push back up, exhaling, forwards and down, inhaling, push back up, keeping everything drawn into the midline, last one, inhaling, push back up, and releasing that knee down, breathing out, rounding. Tucking your toes under, inhaling, downward dog, lifting up. And moving your heels up and down. Relaxing your head, your neck for a moment. Finding that connection to your core where we are. Lifting higher onto your toes. And we're going to pivot so you aim both kneecaps to the right side. Bend your knees. Look under your right armpit. Feeling that openness in the side of your right body. And then coming back to a normal downward dog. Taking a breath here. Breath out. Inhaling, high up onto your toes. Pivot both kneecaps over to the left. Pivot on your feet, your toes. Bend your knees. Sit back, look under your left armpit. And then bring yourself back to that position in downward dog. Get nice and long through your spine. And then for 3 breaths, we're going to cat-cow movement in your spine, but staying in downward dog, so it's going to feel like a little subtle movement. Breathing out, rounding, draw your belly in. Inhaling, feeling your belly get soft, arching your back a little bit. Exhaling to round, so you can just feel that slight movement in your tailbone. Moving with your breath. Last one. Finding neutral, taking your right leg behind you, just halfway, so maybe not as high as a normal 3-legged dog, and check out your own toes. Spread your toes, try and spread out your big toe from your little toe, looking at your feet. Taking a breath, getting really nice and long through that leg. As you breathe out, like you're moving through honey, so it's really slow that right knee is coming in to go knee to nose. And hold it and hover here. 2, 1, and keep moving really slowly, bringing that right foot to go in between your hands. So gently bringing it forwards, right foot, awesome. Inhaling, finding a lot of length in your spine as much as you can in this lunge. So back knee staying up. As you breathe out, drawing your belly in, and then reaching your hands forwards, taking that weight onto your right foot, bring your left foot just halfway in for pyramid pose. And maybe your hands come onto your waist, or maybe they stay on the floor. Inhaling, looking up, trying to open out, lifting through your heart. As you breathe out, rounding and folding down. For 3, inhaling, lifting up. Oh, lovely guys. Exhaling, folding down. Inhaling, lifting up, get nice and long. Exhaling, folding down. Last one, inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, folding down. And reaching forwards again a little bit more. If you do have a block handy and you want to place your hands on a block, you can. Moving into a warrior 3, but modified, so your hands are going to stay on the floor. Okay, so hands are staying on the floor, but that left leg is up. Finding that connection again to your core. Having a breath in, feeling the length through your spine. As you breathe out, we're going to bring that knee in towards your nose, so rounding, knee to nose. Inhaling, extend your left leg out, getting long. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling, extend that left leg out. Exhaling, knee to nose. Holding it here. And then planting your foot down, bend both knees. And come into chair. Inhaling, arms up. Keeping your chair, drawing your belly in. Maybe rounding your back a little bit. And then inhaling, reaching all the way up to straight. As you breathe out, draw your belly in. Round your back a little bit like a diver back. And then reaching forwards. So using your core to hold you up. So you're not sticking your bum out, you're trying to draw your belly in. Holding in this L shape for 3, 2, 1 more breath. And releasing down. Inhaling, lift your heart, look up. Exhaling, step or hop it back, plank. Stay here in your plank. Get nice and steady, drawing your belly in. Shifting your shoulders a little bit further forwards in your wrists. You can always come down to your knees. So we're going to go up and down for 3. As you breathe out, bend your elbows. Inhale, push back up, straighten your arms. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push back up. And lower all the way down. Cobra or upward dog, staying here, stretching out your belly. 3. Awesome guys. 2. 1 more breath. And over your toes, downward dog. Feeling that lovely sweet nectar in your belly fire, starting to warm up. Feeling that nice core center. And taking that same downward dog where we come onto our toes and twist. Coming high up onto your toes. Twist all 10 toes, both kneecaps to the right. Look under your right armpit. Stretch out the right side. And then inhaling. Coming back to regular downward dog. High up onto your toes. All 10 toes, both kneecaps to the left. And then coming back into that center downward dog. Taking your left leg out, okay? So same as that, not quite as high as normal, just so you can see your foot, see your toes, and spread out your toes. Feel the connection between your core, as if you can feel it almost running from the crown of your head all the way through the middle of your body, down your core, down into that heel. Push your heel away. Nice. Awesome, guys. One more breath. And then, like you're moving through, honey, as you breathe out, bring your left knee in towards your chest, in towards your nose, and hold it here. Squeeze everything into the middle line of your body so you can feel your background, almost like that knee is disappearing up into your chest. One more breath. Looking forwards in between your hands and slowly step your left foot in between your hands. Staying in control, coming into that lunge, getting nice and long, looking forwards. Breathing out. Taking the weight onto that left foot and bringing your right foot halfway to set up for pyramid pose. Either moving your hands to your waist or reaching them, keeping them on the floor. Inhaling, lift your heart, open out your chest, and then exhale, fold and round. Inhaling, looking up, getting nice and long. Exhaling, round. Inhaling, looking up, getting nice and long. Awesome, guys. Exhaling, round it. Moving the weight onto that left foot, shifting your hands forwards or onto a block so that they're connected to the floor, and extending that right leg out. Feeling long and steady through that back leg, pressing through that heel, having a breath in. Exhaling, knee to nose, but nice and slow, almost like you're creating your own resistance with your core. Inhaling, extending that leg out. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling, extending. Exhale, knee to nose. Holding it here. Holding it round, draw everything in. As if you have like a magnetic core that is sucking everything into the middle. Two, nice, one more breath. And releasing that foot down. This time, interlock your fingers behind your back. Bend your knees, come into a chair. Inhaling, gently coming up, keeping that chair position. Bending your knees, reaching your arms back, lift through your heart. Exhaling through your mouth. And release straight legs, arms up. Okay, and breathing out, staying here. Rounding your back a little bit, so you just feel a little bit of a round. Draw your belly in. So you're almost kind of making it a rounded cave shape with your top of your back. Nice, guys, nice breath. And we're going to come forwards into that L shape. Okay, so you're not sticking your bum out. Reaching forwards. As you reach forwards, feel your belly draw in. Arms reaching, so you've got these levers either side of your ears that are giving you an extra weight. Two. Last breath. And releasing, lower down. Inhaling, head halfway up, looking up. Exhaling, step it back to plank. And lower down, taking a vinyasa. Inhaling, lift your heart, looking up. Exhaling, downward dog. Inhaling, shifting forwards, coming to plank. And lower down, all the way down to the floor, coming down. Relaxing your feet, coming into Sphinx Pose. So your elbows underneath your shoulders, spread your hands. Okay, your feet, keep your feet in this position. Okay, so they're not going to tuck under, they're going to stay so your toes are pointed, you're on the tops of your feet. Pressing down through your palms. Finding that core, finding that belly center. As you breathe out, having a few breaths to draw that belly in. Feeling that lovely sweet center of your body. That sweet center where your little powerhouse is. That core connection that you have. Okay, we're going to press into the floor, and as you press into the floor, we're going to create like a forearm plank. Going to keep your feet in that same position, and we're going to look towards your navel. So rounding your back, coming into that cat position, having a breath in. As you breathe out, pressing the floor away, lifting up. So using your awesome lace, nice, lovely guys, awesome trays, lovely hammer. They're the only people I can really see the full picture of. One more breath. And lower down, just bring yourself back into Sphinx. Nice. It's nice, isn't it? Taking a breath in, breathing out, coming back, exhaling, lifting up. Keep drawing everything into the midline. As you breathe out, feeling all of that energy, like everything is drawing into your core center, like you have this great magnetic cord just attracting all of that energy. One more breath. And lower down, coming back to Sphinx. Awesome, taking a breath here. I'm going to do one more, having one breath. Breathing out, lifting up. Keep finding that core connection, finding that center, feeling that heat, like you have your own Earth's core inside you. 3, 2, 1. And lower down, coming into Sphinx. Oh, nice. Staying here for a moment, getting nice and long. And just stretching out your belly, relaxing through your shoulders. As you breathe out, slide your hands back, lower your heart down. Inhaling, all fours. Exhaling, sit back to child's pose. Allowing your head, your neck to relax for a moment, maybe shifting your hips from side to side. Inhaling, rising up, coming on to all fours. Exhaling, downward dog. Staying steady, finding this slower pace. And using your breath just to keep your connection to that core. Right leg up, taking it a little bit higher this time, reaching it up. And bend your knee. Keep being mindful of the position of your core and your back. So try not to open out too much, but keeping a bit of stability there. Okay, one more breath. We're going to bring that knee under and across. Okay, so as you breathe out, sweep that knee under your body and to your opposite elbow. And then inhaling, taking it up and back. Extend your leg up. And this time exhaling to the same elbow. Take it to the right elbow. And slide it down to the floor. So it's kind of like a funky pigeon. So you're sliding it down to the floor, taking a moment. So it's like pigeon, but instead of your knee being under, your knees out towards the side. Yes, awesome guys. Yeah, everyone's in the right place, lifting through your chest. As you breathe out, tuck your toes under, lifting up and back, three-legged dog. Inhaling. And then moving as if you're moving through honey, knee back in towards your chest, into the middle. Slowly bring it into a lunge, bringing that right foot in between your hands. Draw everything into the midline of your body, so it's like both thighs are trying to draw in, getting nice and settled, and rising up to crescent lunge. Awesome, as you breathe out, bring your back knee down to hover. 1, inhaling, back to crescent lunge. So front knee stays bent, exhaling, lowering down to hover. Inhaling, exhaling, lower to hover. Inhaling, exhale, lower and hover. Inhaling, exhale, lower to hover. One more, inhaling, exhale, lower to hover. Inhaling. Prayer hands together hands at your heart center. We're going to go for a twist, left elbow coming across. Your choice, you can stay in this lunge position, but if balance is giving you a little bit of a challenge today, drop your back knee down, and it's totally cool if you want to drop your back knee down. Now get longer, lengthen through your spine, and aim those right ribs up towards the ceiling. That's it, Tracy, awesome. 2. Finding length through the crown of your head. 1 more breath. As you release, take both hands down. Coming back into that lunge, finding length all the way through your spine. And we're going to turn your right toes out, reach your right arm up. So you can come into a modified plank if you want to stay here. If today it feels like an okay day to go full plank, bringing that right foot on top of your left. And if it feels like a star day, taking that right leg up. 2. If your right leg's up, keep it up, come over to plank with the right leg extended up. And taking a vinyasa, either with that leg up or taking it down, lower down. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Finding your ujjayi breath. Connecting to that lovely core center inside. And taking your left leg up, 3-legged dog, extending it up. Exhaling, bending your knee. Having that connection through your core. So you can feel nice and stable all the way through your spine. 1 more breath. As you breathe out, bring it under and across to your opposite elbow. So left knee over towards your right elbow. Inhaling, up and back. And then left knee to left elbow. Hover for a moment and then slide your left knee down towards your left hand. So you come into this sort of modified pigeon, so that left knee's out to the side, nice. Find your hands, lift your chest. Connecting still to that core center, that belly center as you breathe. Last breath. Preparing, tuck those back toes under. Inhaling, left leg up and back. As you're moving through, honey, slowly knee in towards your chest. Maybe knee to nose, hovering a bit. And then bringing that left foot forwards in between your hands. Take this time to draw everything into the center line. So both knees, both hips are moving in. Inhaling, crescent lunge. Exhaling, dropping your back knee down. Just a hover, inhaling, bringing it up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Last one, exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Exhaling, pray your hands to your heart. Pausing to breathe in. As you breathe out, right elbow hooking across. You can always drop your back knee down. Otherwise, if your back knee is up, try and draw your right ankle into the center line of your body and push with your right elbow and arm into that left leg. So it's like you're forcing everything to come into the midline of your body. Not forcing, sorry, that's a bit of a negative word. Persuading, inviting everything into the middle. Feeling that twist. Feeling your left ribs open out. 1 more breath. And then releasing, both hands down to the floor. Stay nice and long. Choosing your position, so right hand down, left foot out to the side, coming into either that modified side plank, so you can keep the left foot to the floor, or you can stack your left foot on top of your right, or you can come into a star position and extend that left leg up. 3, 2, 1, over to plank. Maybe you keep that leg up and taking a vinyasa, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Walking out of your heels, relaxing your head, your neck for a moment. Freeing any tension in your body. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhaling through your mouth. And taking your right leg up, three-legged dog, reaching it up. Exhaling, right foot in between your hands. I'm going to walk your hands around to a wide leg forward bend, so you're facing the long edge of your mat. Inhaling, lift and lengthen for a moment. As you breathe out, folding down, hands to your waist. And then interlock your fingers behind your back and reach them up. Head down. Arms up, allowing gravity, awesome guys, allowing gravity to just lift your arms. 2. Last breath. Okay, keeping your fingers interlocked for me. Inhaling, rising up. Come into a warrior 2 with your right foot, but hands stay interlocked. Right foot is the forward foot. Okay, so arms are staying interlocked, it's just your body in warrior 2. Those hands behind your back, we're going to bring them round and rest them on top of your right thigh. And then being gentle with yourself, so you've got interlocked fingers and they're coming round together. Awesome. And then aim your head a little bit towards the right as well, so you have a nice stretch in the left side of your neck. Not too much, just enough to feel a nice stretch. 2, 1. The bottom hand, that left hand, if you can, grip your left hand onto your thigh, grab your thigh. If not, anywhere around that side of your body, and release your right arm so you reach up into a reverse warrior, but we're kind of bound. Okay, so you've got hold of something with that left hand. Awesome guys, find that core connection. As you breathe out, straighten the right leg. And reaching forwards as if we're coming into Trikanasana. Okay, reaching out with that right arm as if it's stuck to the side of your head. Inhaling, coming up. Going to bring the back foot in a little bit, so bring your left foot in a little bit. So coming into a full moon instead of half moon. Find a place to focus on, and then gently floating your left leg up, extending through the right arm. 3, 2, if that feels a little bit challenging, bringing that right hand down towards the floor for a half moon. And then dropping that right hand down anyway for the half moon. Maybe a block, extending your left arm up. Either staying half moon or coming into Shavasana, bending your left knee, reaching for that left foot. 3, 2, feel as if you're sending your hips forwards, keeping that core engaged. Last breath. We're going to release it into chair pose. So dropping both feet, squaring off. Bend your knees, inhaling to chair. Exhaling to boat, coming down. Lifting your knees up. Awesome, you can keep bent knees or go straight legs, whatever. If you've done loads of boats this week and you don't want to go that far, keeping your knees bent, breathing in. As you breathe out, we're going to go half boat. So coming down lower back, extending out through your legs. And then inhaling, coming back up, bend your knees, or if you fancy a challenge, keeping straight legs. Exhaling, half boat coming down. Inhaling, bringing it back up. Okay, last one, going down. This time coming up, cross your ankles, plant your hands, hop or step it back, plank, lower down. Inhaling, lifting your heart, looking up. Exhaling, downward dog. Taking your left foot forwards in between your hands and walking your hands around to the long edge of your mat. Hands onto your waist. Interlock your fingers, reaching them up and back behind you, letting your head, your neck dangle for a moment. And then inhaling, rising up. Breathing out, arms stay the same, but warrior two to the left side. And reaching those interlocked fingers so they rest on top of your left thigh. And slowly stretching your head over towards the left so you feel the stretch in the right side. One, and leaving your right hand so it's hooked onto that thigh and reaching up with your left. Okay, leaning back. Finding that connection with your core. As you breathe in, straighten out through the left leg. And then coming into this modified Trikanasana, reaching forwards so you have your straight arm stuck against that ear. Finding length, so you're prepping for that feeling of coming into full moon. Inhaling, rising up. And then just hopping that back foot in a little bit so you can prepare. And focusing on one spot. Reaching forwards, inviting your back leg up. 3, 2, 1. Taking your left hand down. Coming into either half moon. It's harder to try and focus on the screen and what you're doing. And then extending your right arm up. Either staying half moon or coming into Shavasana. Opening out that hip. 3, 2. So guys, last breath. And releasing it with both feet down. So you end up back in a forward fold. Relax your head, your neck. Bend your knees, come into chair. Inhaling, arms up. So I'm finding that connection to your belly. And we're going to slowly come down, it's into squat. Okay, so just gently coming down, bringing your hands down. You can choose to stay squat, come into crow pose, or if you're practicing crow pose, maybe taking a block that you place your feet on to feel as if you're in the same position as crow pose. So if you're going for that crow, your hands are flat, bringing your knees as high up into your elbows as you can. And just inviting that lift. And if you wanted to step on a block, you've got your feet on a block and you're bringing yourself into that same position. 2. Nice guys, using that core connection, lifting your bum, drawing your belly in. And slowly lowering down. If you had a block, just bringing that block to the top of your mat. Stepping it back to plank, taking a vinyasa, lower down. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Breath in. Coming down into child's pose. Knees, sit bones back towards your heels. And if it feels nice for you to reach that block, then you can rest your wrists so they just hang over the block. Stretching out your arms. If that feels comfortable and you want to extend it more into a puppy pose, you can bring your knees back a little bit so that your hips are up reaching your arms forwards and finding which one feels more releasing for you. So either having your body in that puppy pose, so you've got that space, or staying in child's pose. 3, 2, last breath. And releasing. Just moving that block out your way if you've got a block. Coming onto all fours. Tucking your toes, downward dog. And bringing your right leg up towards the sky, breathing in. Exhaling, right knee to right wrist for pigeon. Extending that left leg back. Squaring off your hips. Okay, your choice. We're either going to come into a regular pigeon, so you can come down, just going forwards. But if today you feel okay to twist, we're going to bring your left arm under, inviting that shoulder down, so you could be in a twisted pigeon. Possibly your right arm is going up and reaching behind your back, or you can stay higher up on your forearm. Okay, so finding what feels right for you. If it's a forearm twist, that's totally okay. So it could be that you're on your left forearm, got your right hand on your right knee. Opening. 3, 2, awesome, lovely Anthony. Nice Claire. Oh, lovely Hannah. I reckon you can grab your foot, Hannah, there. And then gently releasing, bringing yourself back into a pigeon position. Coming all the way back up. We're going to swing your straight leg, your left leg out to the side. So you're coming into that Shavasana. Also taking your right hand out to the right. You're going to lift up. As you come onto that shin into like a modified wild thing, really lift up through your heart, pushing it. And then gently coming down. And we're just going to do 2 more. Trying to lift up higher each time. So maybe even take that right hand further behind you. Push your hips further up and reach as far as you can with that left arm. Gently coming down. Awesome, last one, really lifting as high as you can. So hips come forwards, lifting through your heart, And lower down. Nice, crossing your shins. We're going to take a vinyasa, but if that doesn't feel like it's for you and you just want to move into that other side pigeon, that's okay. Crossing your shins, step it back, plank, lower down. Inhaling, heart lifting. Exhaling, downward dog. Left leg to the sky. Exhaling, left knee to left wrist. Stretching that right leg back. Coming into your pigeon twist. So maybe you're coming all the way down on the floor. Maybe it's your right forearm down and your left hand is on your left knee. And you're opening up that side of your body. If you slid the whole arm down, so Hannah, you had your whole arm and shoulder down, I think on the other side, bring it all the way down on this side, that's it. So you come down, and then if you're laying on the floor, you can reach that left arm up, drop it behind your back, search for your foot. Oh, lovely Jane. Breathing, find your breath. Last breath here. And then release, come back to the middle, walking your hands back up, having a pause, take your time. As you breathe out, inviting that right leg to come out and round into that Shavasana. So getting settled, finding your center, left hand reaching it out as far as you can, and then inhale, come up. Lift through your hips, through your heart, extend as much as you can, reaching into that heart space, and gently coming down. Awesome, 2 more, inhaling. lifting up. So feeling almost like you can feel someone's poking you in between the shoulder blades, lifting through your heart, getting more extension, and slowly coming down. This being the last one, lifting as high as you can as you come up. Really lift, really lift, really lift. And lower down. Also extending both legs out for a forward fold. Bend your knees if that feels more comfortable. Reaching up, folding forwards. As you fold, feel your physical body folding around that heated core center of your being and connecting to that warm inside, sweet honey center of your core that you've been nurturing and firing up. One more breath. As you breathe in, reach your arms up and bend your knees so your feet are flat on the floor. And vertebrae by vertebrae, we're going to slowly roll down, slowly coming down. Try and go as gently as you can. Feeling each connection to the floor as you go down. Don't worry, we are staying down, nothing else is going to happen. Coming all the way down. Relaxing your shoulders, breathing in. Breathing out, draw your knees in towards your body. And moving into happy baby, reaching for your ankles or your feet. Opening them out. Have a little rock from side to side. 3, 2, 1. Eagle legs, bringing your right thigh on top of your left thigh. Double wrapping or just having crossed legs, connecting your feet to the floor. Arms out like aeroplane arms, and your arms feeling really heavy like lead weights, having a breath. As you breathe out, right knee dropping over to the left, so you can feel that lovely twist in your waist. One more breath. Inhaling back to the center. As you breathe out, move into happy baby. So uncross your legs or reach for your ankles or your feet. Have a little rock from side to side. And then crossing your left thigh on top of your right. Maybe double wrapping, arms out. Inviting your arms to feel like heavy bits of lead. And then drop your cross legs over to that right side, so your left leg's on top. Inhaling, coming back to the center. Exhaling, moving back out to happy baby. Last happy baby. Rocking as much as you feel comfortable to, and your choice. You can rock or stay static. Hugging your knees in towards the center. Closing down your eyes. Focusing on feeling and imagining this lovely core, melty, hot center in the middle of your body, where you have your own power, your inner strength residing there. Having a breath in. And as you breathe out, hug your knees in towards your forehead. And then inhaling, release it out to Shavasana. Stretching your legs out, arms out, palms facing up. And if today you would prefer to have a longer Shavasana or anything like that, please feel free to turn your screen off and take as much time as you need. Otherwise, relaxing here. in your mind, mentally chanting our mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. So invite it to move with your breath. So you have this lovely slow breath, and in your mind you can hear the mantra Om Namah Shivaya, and feel as if you are connecting to your own inner strength, celebrating your own inner strength. Releasing that mantra and breathing from that core center, from that heat that you have been building in your practice, and allowing this radiating light and warmth to go from your belly as you breathe. Feel it move out into each leg, into each arm, into your fingers, into your toes. And feel that heat reach your fingers in your toes, so you wiggle your fingers in your toes. Maybe having a stretch, reaching your arms over your head. Exhaling to hug your knees in towards your body. And at your own pace, remember it's your practice, you don't have to move at a pace that doesn't feel right for you, especially now. Inviting your body to first have the option of rolling to one side, seeing how that feels. If you know rolling on the side isn't comfy for you, that's fine, you can come up to sit. But if it does feel okay, going to the side first and giving your body permission to just wait as long as it needs to before you rise up. And when it feels right for you, pushing into a seated position. Bringing your prayer hands together. And you can stay as long as you want to, closing down your eyes. And we're going to have 5 of the same mantra, finishing with 1 Om. Feeling your own connection to your inner strength, celebrating and bowing to your own inner strength. Om Namah Shivaya. So taking a breath to prepare. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Having 1 Om together. Sitting with those vibrations in your body for a moment. And then offering a bow to your own inner teacher, your inner wisdom, your inner strength. And when you feel ready, and if you'd like to, offering namaste. You can unmute, but I understand if you don't. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you. Thanks, Keith. Nice to see you.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. That was lovely.
Yeah. Thank you.
When I said that, and then I thought, oh, I can't remember if it was that one.
I don't think it was, you know. I didn't recognise a lot of them moves.
Didn't you? It's got a blanket in it. So the other one, when I did it last time, we tried to slide.
Right.
I couldn't remember
Yes, I remember the sliding bit with the blanket, yeah, so.
what everyone's floors, and then I thought, oh, if people have got carpet, I haven't worked out how that would work, so I'll play around with the carpet version.
That was great. Thank you.
I'll let you off for last night now. See you later.
Hi Vic, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
See you later, guys.
See you later.